Hello traders, today we are diving into one of the most powerful tools in trading, which is support and resistance levels. I'll wish you exactly how to identify these key zones and, most importantly, what actions to take when the price approaches them. This is one of the top strategies on Quotex, and it's perfect for traders who wants to make smart decisions and not guessing. So right now, let's break it down quickly. Support levels are like a floor, a price zone where the market stops falling because buyers step in. Demand increases and the price often bounces back up. Resistance levels are the ceiling, a point where upward momentum slows down because sellers start closing positions, pushing the price back down. These zones reflect the real-time balance between supply and demand, and understanding them gives you a serious edge in predicting price movement. Also, identify risks and spotting high probabilities and tries. So now you've got the theory and it's time for practice. I'll walk you through my thought process today, and so let's get started. Guys, let's take a visual look at the chart. So we go to the tool and select horizontal line. Let's put it according to the upper values of these candles from above. We determine the level of resistance. Now we'll copy this line and put it on the lower values of these candles. We determine the level of support. Thus, we have identified a certain range in which the price is moving. And guys, as you can see at these levels, the price gives a certain reaction. That is, the price moving away from these zones and moving in the opposite direction. It is by focusing on all these factors that we can predict the further price movement. There may also be some internal levels involved on which the price also gives a certain reaction. We can set a horizontal line based on these values, and we can see from previous data that the price also reacted in these zones. It's taking into account all these levels at which the price reacted that we can predict further chart movements. But as you understand, guys, there is not always a pullback from these levels in the opposite direction. That is, sooner or later, one level or another can be broken and the price can continue its further movement. Candlesticks also help us to determine further price movement. That is, we pay attention to the size of the candles. We also pay attention to how confidently the price is moving and how tightly, for example. Guys, all these factors combined help us to predict the further movement on the chart. Be sure to watch this video till the end, guys, because today we will search for such very good situations to trade on. We will try to make profit on them, and guys, you will see how I work with those levels. Perhaps you will like the way I trade and you can implement it on your own. Guys, let's finally get started. So let's set up a horizontal line with you along the lower values of this candle, so we determine the support level. Since the chart is located above this level, we can see that the price has already touched this level several times. And then for the second time, after touching, there was an upward rollback. Then after a pullback, it turned around and approached this level again. At the moment, there is a certain tightening of the support level. At the same time, we also see that the overall price potential is going down. Here suggests that to open a deal for 2 minutes to go down in a downtrend, the price highs are getting lower, candlesticks are formed more tightly to the level. That is, in this way, we understand that there is no longer an upward pullback from the support level. This means that the price is more likely to continue moving down. It is on this downward movement that we will try to make money, guys. 2 minutes is the time to spare, taking into account possible consolidation, because as you understand, the price moves in waves that is green and red candlesticks are formed. Also, even with downward movements, upward pullbacks may occur. It is with all these movements in mind we took this time. Also, guys, my trading experience also helps me to understand how long I should open my deal. That's why it's important to trade and train as much as possible, and over time you will be able to determine the time better and better. So guys, I hope you understand this tip, and let's wait for the result. Well, that's pretty good, guys. As you can see, the price really continued to move towards the level and we got the profit here. I have managed to earn on this downward movement. At the same time, 2 minutes was enough for us. I have correctly predicted the further price movement. At the same time, we took into account the location of the support level. We also paid attention to the candles themselves. That is how exactly the price is approaching the level. Guys, based on these factors, we were able to correctly predict the further price movement. At the same time, we also see that at the moment the price is approaching the support level for the third time, and at the moment the price is forming very close to this level. That is, there is clear tightening of this level, guys. It is quite possible that it will be breached in the near future. Therefore, just opening the next deal here, we will go down for a minute. It is on this downward movement, on breaking through the support level, that we will try to make money. As a rule, 1 minute is quite enough in such situations. That is, perhaps I will get into the impulsive downward movement of the price itself at the very moment of breaking through the level. So let's finally watch the chart and wait for the result.
40% of you guys watch my videos without subscribing. Let's fix that.
So guys, as you can see, there hasn't been an impulsive downward movement yet. Nevertheless, the price began to move beyond the level in impulses. It is on this moment that we have managed to make money. Just at the moment, as you can see, a fairly confident impulsive red candle is beginning to form. Just the same, the very breakdown, the support level occurred. That is, as you understand, I have once again correctly predicted the further price movement of the chart. In most cases, the situation works out about the same way. They're also quite common on the market. Well, our task is to recognize these situations and work on them. I hope, guys, that this point is clear for you. So it's time to continue our trading session. So guys, in this situation, I suggest that we immediately open a deal up, as we see that we also have a resistance level at the top. At the same time, we see that the price has reached the level and has already gone beyond it. That is, in this way, we understand that at the moment there is a breakdown of the resistance level. This means that the price will continue to move up in the near future. It is on this upward movement that we will try to make money on breaking through the resistance level. And as a rule, in such situations, 1 minute is also quite enough. That is, it is possible that in this situation I will get into the impulsive upward movement of the price itself at the very moment of breaking through the level. So let's observe the price and wait for the result. If you don't have a registered account with a broker yet, then the link to the broker is in the pinned comment under this video. The strategy I'm talking about is suitable for any broker, but I only trade on Quotex and Pocket option, and I advise you to do the same. It's best to register on one of these websites because there are some of the brokers that actually have a license. With them, it's not scary to keep large amounts on your balance with the fear that they will be stolen somewhere, or simply not withdrawn at one moment, saying that you traded unfairly. Believe me, this also happens, unfortunately. Excellent, guys. As you can see, the price has indeed continued its upward movement. A fairly confident and impulsive green candle has formed. In other words, the resistance level has been fully broken through, and I have managed to earn on this upward movement, guys. As you can see, the situations work out fine. At the same time, 1 minute was totally enough for us in this situation. Again, well, let's continue our trading session. So my dear traders, we have a support level down here. We also see that at the moment the price has reached the level and is already starting to go beyond it. I suggest that we immediately open a 1 minute deal to go down. We also see that the price has an excellent downward potential. That is, the price moved down quite confidently, and after the price approached the level, there was a certain preload. That is, the price touched this level several times. And by the time the deal was opened, it had already begun to go beyond its limits. Thus, we understand that a breakout of this level will occur in the near future, and it is in this moment that we will try to make money, guys. You already know that in such situation, as a rule, 1 minute is quite enough. That is, it is quite possible that this time I will get into the most impulsive downward price movement at the very moment of breaking of the level, guys. Let's wait for the result. Well, that's pretty good, guys. As you can see, the price continued to move down. As such, there was no impulse movement. Nevertheless, the price continued to move down and the support level was actually broken. In other words, I have successfully managed to predict the further price movement of the chart again at the same time. 1 minute was enough for us, guys. This situation really works out quite well in most cases. Well, let's continue our trading session. So guys, we also have a similar situation here, only with the resistance level. We can see that the price has reached this level, and after the second touch, it already starts to go beyond the level. In this situation, I suggest opening a deal for 1 minute to go up. At the same time, we also see that there was a good confident uptrend here. That is, the price was moving up quite confidently, and after some tightening, the price began to go beyond the level. Thus, we understand that this level will be broken in the near future. It is on this upward movement, on breaking through the resistance level, that we will try to make money. Guys, 1 minute will be enough for us this time. As you have noticed, the fact that in this situation, in contrast, reminds us of our past situation. That is, we worked out the previous situation at the support level, and in this situation, we will work as in a mirror image on the resistance level. Meanwhile, our deal entered a profitable field and we got an obvious profit. As you can see, 1 minute was enough for us again. Guys, let's continue. So here we also see that there was a good confident downtrend. At the same time, after the first touch of the support level, there was an upward pullback, and after the pullback, the price turned around and is approaching this level again. At the same time, we also see that there's still space to reach the support level. At the same time, the overall price potential is going down. The main price highs are getting lower, and in this situation, I suggest opening a deal with the margin for 3 minutes to go down on a downtrend. For sure, the price will continue to move towards this level. It is also quite possible that this level will be breached. We'll try to make money on this downward movement, guys. At the same time, I also took the time of 3 minutes with a margin, taking into account the possible consolidation or an upward pullback, because you know that even with the downward movements, upward pullbacks can occur. That is taking into account all these movements. That's why we took this time. And guys, as you understand, a reaction may come from the level of support, and that is why the price may fall into the consolidation zone. Rollbacks in the opposite direction may occur as well. When the price approaches the level of support or resistance, at that moment there is a kind of struggle between sellers and buyers, and since there is mainly a downward movement, in this situation the forces of sellers are much stronger than the forces of buyers, but still they can resist on a level, and it is in such moments that we can see upward pullbacks in a consolidation zone. Guys, it's time to wait for the end of our deal. So guys, it's not bad at all. As you can see, the seller's strength turned out to be much stronger and this level was broken. Fairly confident positive red candlesticks have formed. That is, the price has gone down quite confidently and have managed to earn on this movement. I hope that you already understand the principle of chart movement and also on what principle support and resistance levels are built. It's up to the little ones, guys, just to accumulate your own experience, and then you will be able to earn on all of these situations. So let's continue our trading session. So guys, in this situation, I propose to set a horizontal line along the lower values of these candles. We determined the level of support here. At the same time, we also see that there was a fairly confident downward movement. There was also a reaction from the level. There was an upward pullback, and after the pullback, the price turned around and is approaching this level again. That is, at the moment, there is a certain tightening of the support level, and in this situation, it's just opening a deal to go down on a downtrend for 2 minutes. Guys, it is more likely that the price will continue to move down in the near future, because we also see that the price here has had a great downward potential lately. Fairly confident and positive red candlesticks were forming. There's also a preload of the level at the moment. This means that it is more likely that this level will be breached. Guys, we will try to make money on this downward movement. At the same time, I also took the time of 2 minutes with the margin, take into account the possible consolidation. So let's wait for the end of our deal, guys. Well, guys, it's not bad. As you can see, the price really continued to move down and the support level was broken, and here we got the profit. So 2 minutes was enough for us. I have just managed to make money on breaking through the support level. The price really has a great potential to go down, and as I said, in most cases, guys, these trading situations work out fine. So let's continue our trading session. Alright, I decided to open the next deal here on the same currency pair after some time. As we can see, after breaking through the level, the price moved down quite confidently, and at the moment there has been a certain attenuation. The price has stopped and a green candle is beginning to form. This is where we will open a deal to go up for 1 minute. It is more likely that after a confident breakout of the level, the price will fall into the correction zone and a pullback will occur in the opposite direction. It is on this upward corrective movement that we will try to make money here. As a rule, even in such situations, 1 minute is quite enough, guys. That is, in this way, as you understand, it is more likely that after a confident unidirectional movement, at least a small upward pullback will occur, because as you already know that even with downward movements, guys, upward pullbacks occur. This is exactly the situation we'll try to make money on. So let's wait for the end of our deal. Guys, I think it's amazing because, as you can see, the price has indeed entered the correction zone. There was a slight upward pullback and we got the profit. At the same time, 1 minute was just enough for us. I have correctly managed to predict the further price movement at all stages of its formation. As you can see, these situations really work out fine in most cases. And guys, in meantime, I already have more than $6,000 on deposit, and I suggest we end here. As you've probably noticed, guys, some situations on the market looked similar to each other. That's because patterns on the market repeat themselves over and over again. And if you know what to look for, guys, you can absolutely learn how to spot them, and of course, you can make profit from them. So here's my advice. Train your eye, look for these setups, and practice as much as possible. The more you trade, the more confident and consistent you will become. Honestly, success in trading doesn't happen overnight. But with the focus, experience, and right strategy, it definitely comes. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to put a big thumbs up to this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, you can join my free group on Telegram. I share my signals there, tips, and updates to help you grow faster. I will leave the description down below. See you in the next video, and as always, happy trading, guys!